What is up, Aries? It's your girl Kelly coming straight at you out of Boston for the Queen Tarot Beat. So, like I said, I was thinking about splitting up the readings for the Divine Feminine and the Divine Masculine because I was getting in different messages for both. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go with the Divine Feminine first. The energy that I'm getting for you guys right now, we are in mid-month of May, is that you're being your hand's being forced to make a decision about somebody that you have in your life. I'm feeling like it's a significant other. This person is not equally reciprocating. Um, and so you're not really opening your heart up. It's like you're standing back and observing the typical Aries way, mental chess. And you're just watching this person, and you've noticed that they've come into your garden and that they've taken, but they haven't given anything back. And so this may have been someone that you've been with before, or some sort of karmic partner. But your heart is not open to that 10 of Cups with them. There's something going on there that you are not quite grasping or can't get a handle on. Hmm. I feel like this person came in and ruined that 10 of Cups pretty quickly, is what they're saying. Something they said or did really put you on edge and you just weren't feeling it. Um, and I don't feel like you're taking that wall down with that person either. I feel like you're really not allowing them to get in close to you, which isn't good if this is a significant other, obviously. Um, there's a major imbalance there with whoever you're with, and you're feeling it. And I feel like that's why you're observing. You haven't quite walked away yet, or you have just walked away, or you're getting ready to. You're in that observation period where you're not quite sure what you want to do yet. You feel like the promises that this person is making you are kind of, you're not really believing it. This person may not be cracked up to all they are supposed to be, or they're saying that they are. And so you're kind of just, it keeps showing me the Queen of Cups in reverse. So I'm feeling like you're just not opening up your heart to this person for a reason. There's something behind it. There's something imbalancing the situation. It's like unbalanced. And it's telling you, use your intuition because something there isn't right. And I'm feeling it too. Something there isn't quite right. There's an element missing or something hidden. Um, there's something going on there, and your instincts are just red flagging. And so you're kind of got that wall up, you're distant, and you're watching, and you're observing, and you're waiting for that perfect moment. And then, bah, see you later. That's what we do. We're Aries cold and we are brutal. And so it's like you're waiting for that moment to come up. There's definitely a choice to be made here. The question is what choice are you going to make? This is not what you were wishing for when you got with this person. This is not what they promised to deliver you or even deliver to you. They made lots of promises that I feel like they're not keeping or couldn't keep. Yeah. Keep showing me that 9 of Wands. You're just not feeling that last push with them. They're becoming very burdensome. They're giving you red flags, reasons to put your wall up, reasons to distance yourself. And trust me, Aries women do not need a reason to distance themselves. We are self-destructive on our own. Thank you very much. But there's somebody there making all kinds of promises that are too good to be true. And you're feeling it. You're like, yeah, you're way too good to be true. So what is it about you? What is it that you're not telling me? And there's something. There's something there. Let's find out what it is, shall we? I'm so mischievous. No one should have ever let me pick up tarot cards growing up. What messages do we have for Aries from mid-month of May through June 1st? Welcome. Even though that's really not you, but I guess it could be representative of you for the moment. Maybe that's how you're feeling. Yeah, there's true love there. And you feel like you're coming out of the cold with this person, like they're starting to share their emotion more with you, but there's still some devil behaviors that concern you. There's still some things there that concern you that you're not really liking. The love is real. It's beautiful. Yes, the love is real. It's mutual. But you're finding it hard to have a new beginning with this person or take a new road with this person. Messages for Aries. Oh boy. It's like when you argue with this person, is what they're telling me, is that it's like a one track frame of mind. This person gets very stuck in that one track and they don't want to let it go. They want to, like, let me see, like hang on to it, almost ruminate in it, and they emanate the, what is the word I'm looking for here? It's like they are so self-destructive that they can't see the love in front of them. They can't see that Ace of Pentacles either. It's like they always keep going back to these negative habits that they have, these devil habits. And it's like you're constantly in a push and pull with them to try and get them out of that. It's like push and pull, push and pull. And it's like you're not feeling that negativity and you're not liking it. You're not really wanting it to be a part of your energy field and in your space. And it's like the more you push and pull with this person, the worse it seems to get. They're not wanting to make a decision to leave these habits behind. Showing me my single woman card. And so it may take you walking away. This may be a sad case of you walking away because this person just doesn't get it. It's like no matter where they go, they want to drag this baggage with them. It's like what keeps them going. It's like what keeps them moving. It's so odd. The energy is very odd, ladies. Messages for Aries for the month of May from the 14th through June 1st, please. Yeah, this person can get very sharp with you. When you try to get close to them, they get very sharp with you. When you try to push and pull with them, they're very, very sharp. And it's like they can't take a time out to see their own behavior. Like I said, they're like a one-track mind. It's like once they get moving on something, they can't let it go. They're like a dog with a bone. They're like, it's like they have, this is it. It's like they have blinders on. It's the only thing that they can see. And once they get going with it, they stay going with it. And it's like no talking them out of it, no talking them down from it. They just have this negative energy field that you can't seem to handle. So you're keeping them at bay. You're keeping your wall up because that push and pull is not working. And at the bottom of the deck, we have none other than the infamous Knight of Swords, right under his father, the King of Swords. The Knight of Swords talks about very swift movement, a swift message, talks about very swift language, very cutting energy. This is the kill first, think later type of person. This is my sociopath card. And so it's like you're with somebody who, like I said, they're like a dog with a bone. If you get into an argument with this person, they take that and run. And there's no stopping them. It's like on and on and on and on and on. And it's like you can't handle the negative energy in your field. Like it's becoming a burden for you. It's becoming burdensome for you for some reason. You feel like you're taking on. A lot of you may be empathic. You feel like you're taking on that negative energy that they're giving off. Also, they may be a bit on the overprotective side. If you're I feel like they're really invasive on the overprotective side. Just very invasive of your space. And when they're invasive, they have this negative energy pattern that comes with them. And it's like, it automatically like eats up all your personal space. And it brings this toxic, yucky energy in. Ugh. Nasty. What messages do we have for Aries, please? Well, can you clarify that card? Sorry, my hair's been falling out and all over me all day. It's driving me crazy. It's like no matter how many issues you resolve with this person or for this person, they create more issues for themselves. And it's like you're still picking up the remnants of last time and they've created 4 more issues, if that makes sense. It's like you're still over here and you're picking up the breadcrumbs and you're going along and they're way ahead of you, just making a mess like a tornado. And you're cleaning and they're making a mess. And it's like you can't keep up with that. It's a real weird energy, Aries. You can't keep up with them. They're like a tornado. They just rip through things. They're very destructive. It's that devil energy they're refusing to relinquish. And you're wanting to stand your ground with this person. I feel like they're very invasive of your boundaries. And you really have to stand tall and proud and no, this is my boundary. You are exceeding the boundary limit. Like your boundary is way over there. That's where you need to be. And they're exceeding that. They're coming way over that boundary limit, like right here. And you're just like, can't handle them all up in your space like that. But they're not understanding that idea of not just space, but personal space. Like, back up. This is weird because they're spying on you every chance that they get. And they're all up in your personal space. And not only that, but it's like your past hurts make them angry. Now, everyone has a past, right? Especially being 39, I know I have a past. He has a past. Like, you can't be mad at someone for having a past or get upset or jealous over someone having a past. And that's what I feel like this is right here. is they're refusing to see the good in the relationship. They're fighting, bringing in the toxicity. They're really pushing their boundaries with you. They're very like strict toward you. They're like, come in and kill it. Now we've gotten the King of Swords first, the Knight of Swords, and now we have the Knight of Swords. This person very much carries a lot of swords energy. They may be brutally honest with their words, but they don't find a nice way to say it. And it's like they're spying on you, and then it's like they come in with this, how odd. Okay, so I get the feeling like this is past hurts for you, things you've been through, things you've seen, done, whatever that is for you. And they're spying relentlessly on everything you do when they don't really have a reason to, right? That love is there on both sides. So what is the point of that? And it's like, there's all this back and forth. And I feel like it's over you. These past hurts that you've shared or been through or whatever, they spy relentlessly on you. They come in and they cut quick like a knife, say things that are mean or they shouldn't say or they have no business saying. And then they're very strict with you. Like, anywhere you go, they've got to be there. Everything you do, they've got to be a part of. And if they're not, you get this really lizard-like tongue. Hits right in the artery. Goes right for the jugular. That's the energy I'm getting from this person. And this is why I feel like you keep that wall up. Like, the minute you let them in, it's like they invade all your personal space, even your past. Like, you're not even allowed to have a past. They get angry. And they look for things to be wrong. But we have the whole damn Swords family here. As if dad's not bad enough. Big brother is an asshole, and little brother is a spying dickhead with an agenda of his own. On top of your past hurts from when you were single or in another part of your life. And it's like, you can't even take a break out from this person because they are so far up your ass. Social media, showing, I don't know, just, this is so invasive. Very, very invasive. And it's like you want to stand up for yourself. Your wish is to stand your ground. You're learning how to put up boundaries and keep them there. So your wish is to continue to learn to put up these boundaries because this is what you're looking at. You're not looking at any of that or someone's past or anything like that. You're focused on this. You're focused on the 10 of Pentacles. Holding your ground and making the most of your life, succeeding monetarily at something. We are very good business people. We're very smart business people. But this is what you're looking at, but this is what they're looking at. You're in the 5th dimension, vibrating, looking down, saying, okay, this is my idea. This is who I am. I'm going to stand my ground, put up my boundaries, and I know that this abundance is coming in. I can feel it. But they're stuck in the material realm where they're just seeing social media and coming in and saying mean things when they don't have to, being really strict with you, like you can't do things on your own almost. Like you need a babysitter. Aries. You're just not going to open your heart up to this person. There's too much of a control factor there for you. There's just too much of a control factor. This card has showed up so many times since I started shuffling. Too much of a control factor for you. We don't like to be controlled. We don't like to be babysat. We don't like any of that shit. And so we're not going to continue to open our heart up to people who want to control us. It's like a thing with Aries. I don't get it. It's like the minute people meet an Aries woman, she's so strong and independent. People's first thing is to want to tame her. Why? Why would you want to tame a butterfly? And put it in a jar and put it on a shelf? What business do you have doing that? But not only that, but why? Why is everyone's first instinct to try to tame us? We're not here to tame. We're human beings. We run free. We run wild. We're very free-spirited. We're very courageous. We're very spontaneous. But we're also very faithful to the people that we love. So why on earth is it everyone's first instinct to try to tame us like we're animals? Let an Aries woman truly be an Aries woman, and you will see the best partner you've ever had. Don't put those restrictions. Don't put a babysitter or whatever it is, and you're going to get the best partner you've ever had, the most trustworthy person there is. But the minute you try to tame that butterfly and put it in a net and stick it in a jar and put it on the shelf, you're going to lose that butterfly like that. That's not who we are. So I hope that helped you guys. If you need a personal reading, information is in the box down below. I'm going to go for the Divine Masculine now. Aries Divine Masculine. Asking for the energy of the Aries Divine Masculine. May 14th until June 1st. Divine Masculine from May 14th until June 1st, please. Aries Divine Masculine Collective. I'm feeling like you guys are in a position where there's no communication with somebody. You're not communicating. Either you've cut them off or they've cut you off based on your point of view or their point of view. It's showing me a couple. So this may be for couples. And it's showing me that the King of Swords and the Upright is who I'm getting right now. So it's almost like you're being very strict. And then the Queen of Swords in reverse is what I'm feeling. And your significant other is getting angry. And you two are kind of cutting at each other. And so you're at a point where there's no communication. I don't feel like you two are communicating at all. This may be a husband-wife situation. Don't mind the construction. This person's just they're not going to open up to you. There's no communication there, and I don't feel like this person is going to come back. You're being very defensive toward this person. You're taking a stance and for some reason not wanting to compromise. Somebody is not willing to compromise their way of life here. And I feel like that's Aries. I feel like that's the Aries male. You're not willing to compromise the way that you are, and you're hardly apologetic about it. Come on, guys. I mean, I get that you're an Aries, but at the same time, like, you have to compromise in a relationship. That's what it's about. You don't have a fucking choice. It's not like you can be like, oh, well, I just don't feel like compromising, so sorry about that. You have to compromise. If you want someone to be with you, you have to let them in to see the real self. And you're not doing that. You're letting them in so far to see your fucking representative. Nobody wants to meet anyone's representative because then they have no idea what they're really getting into. Just saying. You know, guys, you always think I'm picking on you when I try to help you. The truth is this person's going to walk away if they haven't already. And I have a feeling that you actually do care about them, but you're willing to let them go to save your ego. That's sad. It's a sad lesson because you're really, really out in the cold with this person. Now, again, let me remind you, I may say Aries, but this may come in as your partner's energy. So cross watchers, it may come in from your perspective. Again, just standing that ground, not letting that ego down. You're really just, you're really pushing the Bach there. You kind of pushed away something that could have been very happy is the problem I have with this. Could be going through a divorce. I mean, it just could have. Wow, guys, what are you doing? You're supposed to be learning to think before you speak and think before you act. Now, what part of that didn't you get when I did my other video? This didn't mean female Aries, think before you speak, think before you act. This meant Aries in general. And I don't see you thinking before you're speaking, thinking before you're acting. What I see is you just acting and probably losing something very good in doing so. Something that you could have built with. What messages do we have for the divine masculine of Aries from May 14th through June 1st, please? Yeah, it's showing me that you didn't take a new beginning with somebody. You didn't take that step back to think about what you were going to say or think about what you were going to do before you did it. You just did it. Now you find yourself sitting in your garden of life by yourself as a single person, and there's a lot of regret there. There's a lot of devastation there. And you can't seem to figure out what you did wrong? Come on now, Aries males. Let's get real here. What did you do wrong? Well, where would you like me to start? You're not thinking before you speak or before you act. And let's face it, if you're not going to learn those lessons, guys, the divine are going to come down and make you learn them. Looks like you got a little taste of that medicine. Makes me sad. Ooh, yeah. Got a little taste of that medicine, did you? They warned you. Think before you speak. Think before you act. At least if you're trying, they're not going to wipe out your whole life. Looks like you had your whole life wiped out. There you are. So I've got the divine masculine as Aries. And it's showing me that this is probably your energy coming in and being cutting with your words, having hidden agendas, not being honest, not telling the truth, not wanting to negotiate your time or spend time, not stepping back and thinking about what you want to say or do before you do it. You're just doing it. No new beginning with that person. The single person card. Devastated. You can't really be devastated when this is what you're doing. You're pushing people away. You have to understand that. When you push people away, they don't come back. It's very rare that they do. But when you're acting like this, as an emperor, they're not likely to come back, loves. Not trying to be harsh with you, but I gotta be honest with you. You're putting work into things and then making the wrong decisions, not listening to your intuition, and just jumping off the deep end. Having women on the side. What's that all about? And you can't figure out why this person doesn't want to be with you? Why they have a wall up with you? Why they don't want that extra push? They've given up at the 9? If you guys don't want a commitment, right? And you want to stay bachelors and you want to mess around, you want to fuck around with every girl or whatever that you see, fine. That's okay. I have no judgments on that. It's your life. What I do have a judgment on is when you're committed to somebody and you're still going out and having your cake and pie. I have something to say about that. If you want to cheat, be single. Don't hurt people. Because people don't get past that hurt. Some of you may have cheated on a wife with a mistress. Weren't listening to your intuition. Now I feel like there's no communication. Like you became obsessive. Somebody became obsessive here, and now there's no communication between the two of you. There's probably a divorce. I see papers being served, maybe protective order papers. Somebody here is getting very obsessive, and I've got the King of Wands. So it's showing me a fire energy. That's typically Leo, but where we've got the Aries card there with the King of Wands, I'm going to go with you. But I feel like there's papers involved. Why I want to say there's could be children involved. I don't know. Whoa. Yeah, okay, guys. I get it. Once upon a time, you were hurt. Okay, let me start it more this way. Once upon a time, there was an Aries guy, and he opened his heart up once to the wrong person, right? He opens his heart up once to the wrong person, and he gets burned. So from there on out, love is just a game. Hurt you before you hurt me. And don't say I'm wrong. Y'all know better. It's now a game of I hurt you before you can hurt me. The minute you have feelings for someone, it's like you lash out and hurt them. Because your inner child from years ago, when you first opened your heart up to someone and they hurt you, is ruling. You're not compromising. You're not listening. You're not listening. You're not going inside. You're not learning the lessons. And it's saying once upon a time you built with somebody and they hurt you a long time ago, right? And now you're taking it out on everyone else. Every other female. So you're acting like the lonely wanderer. You're coming in, you're going out, you're leaving broken hearts, you're taking everything you can, and you're hurting people. A lot of people. This message may not be for all of you because there's some really good Aries guys out there. But for a good majority of you, this should ring pretty true. You're making all the wrong decisions. So I'm going to tell you this about your little heartache from 20 years ago. Build a fucking bridge and get over it. This does not give you exclusive rights to run around and hurt everybody. I'm going to get you before you get me. No. It does not give you exclusive rights to behave like this. Sorry. I'm not going to sit here as an Aries woman and say that it does. I'm not going to sit here and stick up for that behavior. If you want to be alone, be alone. Yeah, you're all up in your emotion. You're all up in your emotion. Guys, this is not a get out of jail free card. Everybody's been hurt. Everybody's gotten over it, or hasn't, or deals with it in a different way. But they deal with it. So get to building, build the bridge, and get over it. This is not acceptable for a divine masculine. This, you carry it around like you have to carry it around. You wear it like a badge of honor. I got hurt, so I'm gonna fuck you over, and I'm gonna fuck you over, and I'm gonna fuck you over. No. Don't wear this like a badge of honor. Deal with whatever it is you need to deal with and get past it. That's the lesson in it, not the how many women can I hurt before they hurt me routine. You know what? I'll get back to that. It's like you use that to lure people in. I'm so hurt and wounded, I need to be fixed. And then when they're in, really? Really? And whatever happiness you could have had with that person, say bye-bye. That's coming to an end. Why? Well, you've got a mistress, you've got everything. So whatever happiness you had with this person is coming to an end. Whatever abundance, whatever wishes you had with them, they don't want it anymore. You've really, literally killed this for them. Well, guys, that's your read. Maybe I'll post it, maybe I won't. Maybe I'll try again tomorrow and see if it comes out a little bit better. We'll see. For now, this is your girl Kelly coming straight at you for the Queen Tarot B in Boston. I'll catch you on the flip side.